Okay. People of God, I have dropped it like it's hot. Shall we begin? Kapua, shall we begin? I will see your questions. Have you seen the questions?
Not yet.
Check your WhatsApp. Check your WhatsApp.
Does not drop to Wafi.
Afe is not on the group yet.
Are you
No,
sure I
no.
sent it?
Are you sure you
Because
sent it to us?
Check.
Sure it's not another
maybe I
group.
sent to the wrong group. I saw TX group J22IV.
No, that's
JTT pack.
that's not the
That's not so.
that's not the group.
This is by just creating any group anyhow. Because they don't pay money before they create group. Abi? That's why they are creating group anyhow.
Start June STD. Somebody has greeted you on the correct group.
Oh, yeah, collect the greeting and send it to us back.
I have it. Olori, King is here. Where are you? Why are you hiding? Say hi, Afe. Hi, Olori. I dropped it on the right group, but I didn't remove it from the fake group. Let them to enjoy it. They can have the question without the answer, so it's fine. Can you see it now? People of God, can you see it now?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Let's do it. That's it. Okay, we used to do Excel on this one, so I have to go and get my Excel out, right? Where's the Excel we use for day one? So I'll just create another tab. And this is so-called this day one. Create another tab for day two.
Sorry, a quick question before we start. How
Give it.
do we know when we're supposed to use this basis of assessment thing? Because
Is it Daku? Or is it Daku? You know the
No,
meaning
it's
of
not-
O is Daku?
it's not how to use it, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
when
saying. When to use it is OE, only easy you, O easy Daku. Should I give it to you now, or you want me
Yes.
to delay it? I should give it to
No,
you hot.
give it hot too, because I
Okay,
confuse.
let me tell you. So you're not supposed to confuse. Look at what you check out for. Anytime you are told that somebody just started business, that's when you use the basis of assessment. So they're going to tell you like, John commenced business, or John commenced self-trade, or John starts self-trade. If that's information is not there, then you don't need to worry about basis of assessment. Go and check all of them. The person must just have started trading. That is when you use your basis of assessment. If the examiner doesn't want you to use basis of assessment, he will tell you, John has been trading. Do you understand? So when say John has been trading means don't worry about self-assessment. John commenced trading means worry about self-assessment. Do you grab it?
Okay, I see. So and it also applies to partnership, like because
If you just that's what we said. So if somebody just joined a partnership, a business. So when you said, oh, Felix joined a partner in this one. So since the information is that he just joined them, it means that for that person that just joined, there must be a basis of assessment for that guy because he just started the business. when you join a partnership.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Perfect. So now let's start the work of the day. Can you guys see my screen now? Put it later, bye-bye. Go sit down. Go to sleep.
We have to start from where we stopped last week.
Where did you stop? Where did you stop? Mama, look at where we did. Oh, that's why I need chai limited. Can you see the chai? Chai. Is it chi commence self-assessments? Yeah.
Yes, boss, we can see Chi and Chi.
Chinaza, Chineze, Chikodi, Chibuzo, Chiafe.
Are you sharing your screen?
Chibukola. Say what?
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, you guys can't see my screen. I thought you can see it. Share screen. Let's do it. Share screen, my brother. Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, who's going to help us go through that? Read Chi and let's look at the question and solve it. Once and for all, Chi.
Tochi commenced self-employment on 6th of April 2021, and for the year ended 5th April 2022, her trading profit using the normal accrual basis was £53,000, calculated as follows. We have revenue, expenses, motor expenses, other expenses, and capital allowances, as well as trading profits. So for revenue,
Go ahead.
Okay. The revenue figure of £72,500 includes receivables of £1,600, which were owed as at 5th of April 2022. For motor expenses, the total motor expenses for the year ended 5th of April 2022 were £5,500, of which 20% was for private journeys. This proportion has been disallowed in calculating the trading profit. During the year ended 5th April 2022, she drove 13,200 business miles. Other expenses. The other expenses figure of £8,200 includes payables of £900, which were owed as at 5th of April 2022. Capital allowances. Capital allowances consist of an annual investment allowance claim of £4,020 in respect of office equipment purchased on 6th of April 2022, and a writing down allowance of £2,880 claimed in respect of Chi's motor car. The motor car had cost £20,000 on 6th April 2021. Question A. Based on the trading profit of £53,000 for the year ended 5th April 2022, what is Chi's income tax liability for the tax year 2021-2022?
But that's what we're going to do. Just quickly rush that one. Tax, tax investments. This is what we're doing now. Is Chi. I think I have to take this guy out. Right. So he's tax liability, right? Chi tax liability. I don't know why I'm saying investment, but doesn't really for the tax year. And then we could go for that one. They say it's based on the trading profit to be what? Trading profit should have been. We want the trading profits to be, what are you doing? profit should be 53,000. The profit is 53,000. How do we calculate the personal allowance, right? To get a taxable income, personal allowance. Allowance will be how much? People of God.
12,570.
See, we're going to subtract it, right? So the taxable income will be this minus this. Should give us 40,430. Come on now. We can't use this one because this is a land of pounds. Take this guy here. Come on now. What kind of, which one is capital? What kind of stuff is this one? Just something different. Taxable income. That's taxable income. From there, we can look for our tax liability, right? Tax liability calculation will now be from 37,700. We multiply that by times right? 50%, and then the balance. We can fix this guy so we don't confuse that. And the balance will now be bracket 40, 430.
2,710.
Within 2017.
2,730.
Okay. Percent.
Times 40%. 1,092.
I've done it before.
It. Can use Control R here now that you're doing, bro. Space. I can take this one. Asterix. Give it to me. Grab your final answer. Is that okay with everybody? Number one, that's A. Are you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's go to the B part of it. Can you go ahead, please?
Okay. Based on the trading profit of £53,000 for the year ended 5th April 2022, what are the Class 4 national insurance contributions payable by Chief for the tax year 2021-2022?
The Class 4 national insurance contribution. That's what we're looking for this time around. So it'll be Class 4. Okay, so what do we do with this one? Could we go and look at the Class 4 limit? All right, so we don't it up. Again, you can see 956 to this one is 9%. Anything above 50 to 71 is actually 2%. So I'll go for Class 4. No thinking required. This is going to be what we're looking for is 53. So anything above before 53. So it's more than 50. Minus 68. That'll be times 2%. Times 9% is the excess that is in 2%. So times 9%. 9%. But 50 will be that's 2%. 270.
I thought it's supposed to be 9569.
Which one is 9569? No, in between that. So
Mhm.
it's anything that's more than 9569. Anyway, even if we use that, you still probably get the same thing, just $1. But anyway,
Okay.
it's just within that particular one. Anything above 9569 is what will go to the other one. So 9568, 9569. This will be what? And I'm going to put this together. Anything about I like about this Excel is I'm not waiting for people to give me a figure. What do you get? No, Excel will give it to me. Give it to me now. Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Where's the question? Okay, we scroll up to this point because we wanted to look at that one. Okay, C. Shall we?
Okay. Which two of the following statements about the cash basis of assessment are correct? The trader must prepare accounts to 5th of April each year. The trader can deduct capital expenditure on plants and machinery other than motor cars as business expenses rather than using capital allowances. A trader can start to use the cash basis of if his receipts for the tax year do not exceed £150,000. And under the cash basis, a trader can offset losses against the other income or gains.
Okay, which of the two? People of God. Well, which one do you realize, do you feel is correct out of all of them?
C is correct.
C is correct, yes, because it must be below 150 before you can actually use cash basis. B is very correct. Which other one?
B.
B is also correct because in this one we don't always do capital allowance in it, except for motor car. We just deduct how much you spend on the day you spend because we're using cash basis. So B and C are the right gulu. C. Says B and C. If you
Together
understand what
now.
we're talking about,
Just
you can
free.
check your notes. Go ahead.
I said, as I do it like this now, it's just free. When you solve question on your own, it's looking like magic.
Because I feel why is it easy when we are something like this?
I bet you not come and sit down in front of my exam or like this. Just sit down.
No,
Just
let me just come and sit beside you. In front
no,
is not good.
no, don't sit beside me. Don't sit beside me.
Why?
No. Yo, make KCC no go suspend me. Oh.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Anyway, after today, I think I'll be a bit less busy. Some people sending me questions that I have not looked at. I'm not sure if I can look at them today as well because I have a meeting after this. I need to go for a business meeting. I don't know how long it's going to take me. And by the time I come back, I'll be hungry. And then,
I say you're always hungry. You're always hungry.
babe, I eat once a day. So now it's 7. I'm going to
It's a
lecture
bachelor now.
7.
It's a bachelor.
Yes, when I come back is when I'll now start cooking. I need to cook jollof rice. Like, I think I made a turkey yesterday. So
Sunday rice.
yeah, Sunday rice must happen. What can I do?
Swallow,
I
no
cannot go
swallow.
a day without eating now. Say that again. Did anybody say swallow?
Yes.
Yeah, I take swallows now. Yeah, I make
Amala.
pan. I make kamala. I just finished my ogbono, so I can't make kamala. I like
Husband material, 1,000,000 yards.
1 billion Baba.
1 billion.
1 billion Baba. AKA CC Yemi on YouTube. Teach me how to cook every time, babe. And CC Gemina. D, let's go.
If she uses the cash basis and claims approved mileage allowances, what is the amount of motor expenses which are allowable? Reference to note 2.
Yeah, which makes sense. Reference to note 2. As long as it's using cash basis and we have a reference to note 2, you can see how many miles does it take. So you use the number of business mile, to calculate your, what do you call that in the beginning, motor expenses in under cash basis. So what do we do? If you have 13,200, how do you calculate the motor expenses using the cash basis? Simple. We know that from approved mileage allowance, it said any distance within the first 10,000 miles should be calculated at 45p, and excess over 10,000 miles should be calculated at 25p. So that's what I'm going to hold on to, and I just go like, boom, yeah, okay. For D, the motor expenses will be equals to what? 10,000 pounds, 10,000 miles, come on, pounds. 10,000 miles times 45p, and then the other one will be equals to 3,200 times 25p. All right, and that's what we're gonna have. We can do this one and copy them out like that. And then I can change these guys. This my Excel will not understand P, so it's gonna be P is 0 points, right? 0.45.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put equals to here. And the same thing I'm gonna do for this guy. So it does not start P, but it understands 0.5, or we'll put it in a percentage. Times that's divided by 100, and then that'll be equals to, and then we can do yam the two together. Come on, let's do it. And that gives us 5,003.
Happy. So what's the figure that's now in the financials?
So that one is using a accrual basis. But if he's not using a accrual basis, we're assuming that if he use cash basis, that figure will not be what we'll put there. We'll put this figure 53.
Okay.
Calculating motor expenses under cash basis is different from calculating motor expenses under accrual basis. Under accrual basis, the actual amount you pay to buy fuel and maintain the car is what you put under accrual basis. But under cash basis, we ignore that and use your mileage to calculate your motor expenses.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm sure we did something like that too in class that time, right? So you can have a look at it. Let's look at what E is saying. Okay, E.
If she uses the cash basis, what is the amount of revenue which is chargeable and the other expenses which are allowable for the year ended 5th April 2020?
Simple. We're going to look at the revenue. When you're using a cash basis, when you have your revenue, you have to take out any amount that is actually receivable. because you want amount that you have collected. That's cash basis. Same thing with the expenses. Expenses, you will take out whatever it is payable because you have not paid it yet. It's payable, right? We want to look at exactly what you have actually paid. That's what we do for cash basis. So I'm going to just come here and say, okay, people of God, what is going to be our revenue? Revenue is going to be
7,900.
725 minus 16.
725.
725
72.5.
725 minus what?
16.
16.
Minus 16. Why am I even here? You people know all these things already. Then expenses.
Like I was
Oh,
about to even say these questions are too easy.
actually, these guys are actually quite easy. The other ones, you just be looking at it like, what's going on?
what's happening here? Expenses will be what? So people are saying I'm picking simple question. Anyway, I didn't look at them that much. Right.
82 minus 900.
Alfred, the revenue figure is 72,500, not 75.
Not 7,500. I mean, thank you, my brother. God bless you. Allah Madrid. 90 minus what? If I have left you,
900.
I've left Manchester United now. I'm with Madrid. 7,900.
Expenses is 82. No, 82.
82 minus
8,200.
What are you giving me? Are you giving me the answer? Don't give me the answer.
No,
Excel will give me the answer.
expenses. 8,002 minus 900. That's what you should write in the bracket.
8,002 minus 900. Think
8,200.
8,002.
not 80,000.
No.
I think I need to. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Let me go and take my. Let me go and bring my protein bars. Maybe I need to take something so I can concentrate. 1 minute. I have some protein bars that can give you some energy, or I take a drink. Let me just take my. Joining another one. Just give you. Yes. That's what I call starting the class right from the bed. I just stand up from bed and then enter. Yeah, I'm teaching. Okay, so good. God. No, that's what they call people of God. Today is Sunday. Anybody attending City of David Last Dance?
Not church. After exam. Exam preparation.
Just pray. Don't worry. It doesn't need you to pray. Just pray. Today, what are we doing? How can this one be 9,500? No, they didn't say we should add it together. What are you doing now? So we have to take them separately. Do we have the answer in there? Don't bother. Where's the question? Yeah.
Yes, option D.
Option D. Yeah. 1970. 73. That's what we do. That make it easy. So oh, it's very easy. I think the one you bring is very easy. Yeah, let me see whether this one will be very easy. Somebody hit me up and said she want me to do some question on personal, is it personal insurance or personal allowance? Actually, I put some question that have personal allowance, so personal insurance. Then I don't know if the person after this class, I don't know if the person after this class still not having issue with the what is that thing that it is 40,000? What do they call that thing again? Is it not
Annual
personal?
allowance.
Alfred, my question is still there.
Annual allowance for you. Which question did you ask me?
I posted a question there on John.
On John.
That's to do with extended rate band.
But I think I have
So-
John here. Is it the same question? Is this John? Is this question? Can you see my screen? There's a John question I have that we're going to solve.
Yes, it's the same thing, sir.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah,
Then
it's
you
the
don't
same
have a
question.
problem.
Yeah.
And we'll solve it now. So
Yeah,
I've seen your question. Even if I don't answer, sometimes I look at those things just that I don't have. I'm just like, I don't have time.
That's fine. That's
They will
fine.
not have time for they will have time for you.
Especially that relief and how they work on that relief. I want you to explain that.
Oh, simple, Baba. Oh, simple. Sometimes they just make something look so difficult that is simple. I don't know how those people are explaining. Maybe I should migrate to the UK and start teaching F6 in the UK too for those guys, right? I don't know. And I remember when we started Ivy League, I was telling them we're going to have Ivy League all over the world. They were laughing at me. Now, people that we started Ivy League together, everybody is scattered. Some in Canada, some in US, some in England. I was calling them the other time and saying, didn't I tell you that time? Instead of you to receive it, you are doing Yimo for you. This half a mouth is too sweet. Ivy League all over the world. Petula.
It's only the students that are still in Nigeria.
No, students too. Are you kidding me? Maybe in this class? Even this class, we will probably see people that are not from Nigeria joining the class. No, it's not. The students that are here. People are scattered too as well. I have so many of them in Canada here. People have hit me up now. We're just coming to Regina. I learned you're in Saskatchewan. I've not been able to say any one of them, but they've been trying to reach me. I could be very busy. But we thank God. Who else is good? Somebody else to help us read Petula. We don't have time. We're done with that one. Required. Let's go.
Petula required. Calculate Petula's taxable income for the tax year 21-22. Note, your computation should list all of the items referred to in Note 129, indicating with the use of 0 any items which are not taxable or deductible. B. Advise Petula on the total amount of her unused pension annual allowances which are available to carry forward to tax year 22-23.
Okay, thank you. So I can scroll up. Okay, what do we do? Should we be this is the way I try to treat it. As we read, since what we're looking for is what Petula taxable income for this year. So as you read note 1, we'll discuss what we're going to do about it. Or do you want us to finish reading, then you will come and solve? Which one do you guys want?
No, let's solve as we read.
Say that again.
Let's solve as we read.
Let's solve as we read. And so we can read note 1, calm down and say, okay, this is what we're going to do when we see this one. We read note 2, this is what we're going to do when we see this one. Okay, that's what we're going to. So look at Petula. They're looking for Petula income tax liability. Same thing we're going to do. So we have Petula. Two, not Petula, it's Petula. During our own time, the guy that used to sing big song those days was one of them was Petula.
Tony Tetula.
You don't hit my car. Your husband must be part of my generation. Is he? For the tax year.
Income tax liability.
Taxable income, okay, I'll change it to that. That one's easy. That means we're not going to do so much. Petula's taxable income. Easy.
And then is there any difference if they say what is somebody's either taxable income or income tax for the tax year 21-22 if the person or the company's
okay, don't worry. Do you know what you're going to do? Just write the question down. When I finish solving 1 and John, when we come back from break, I will now answer question before we continue solving question again. I think that'll do it, because if I dive into that, then it will delay me from what I want to show you guys. So let's take this one. If you have any question, write it down. When we're done with this one and John, if it's not break time, then I will take the question. If it's break time, we'll go on break. When we come back, I'll take everybody's question, then I'll continue solving. so that we put a bit of structure on it that will pay us more. We'll be able to achieve more with that. So you can go ahead. Then when you get to number one, we'll discuss what we're going to do. Go ahead, yeah.
Petula has been employed as a sales manager by Downtown PLC since 6 April 2012.
Good.
The following information is available in respect of the tax year 21-22. Note 1. During the tax year 21-22, Petula was paid a gross annual salary of £260,000.
Okay, look at it. Sometimes it's this easy. This easy means that he has been with the company since 2012. So we assume that he gets his full salary for the whole year. Sometimes the examiner will tell you the date that he resumed with the company. So if he resumed within the tax year with the company, it means that he won't get the whole salary for the year. So we'll have to prorate the annual salary to the number of months that he has worked for that particular company. But this one is easy. He has been with them since 2012. So the easiest is that in that whole year, he has a full salary of £260,000. What a beautiful salary. I have the salary now is to how many wives can somebody marry with £260,000? That's a whole lot of money. So it's a salary.
One wife. One wife. Oh, thank you, my sister. One wife. Oh.
Someone
Why
that
is
was
one?
still
It's not even enough. The nicest is not enough for one wife.
Why you don't want the? Why don't you encourage your husband to be like David? Since we love Psalm very well, don't you guys love to read Psalm?
Yes, especially Song of Solomon.
Wicked guy. Please, let's stay with Psalm only. Okay, salary is easy to do. We need the gross value. You always be giving the gross value. So you just put the salary in there. So, okay, the salary is 2,600. Nothing to worry about, just half mark. Good.
Note 2. In addition to her salary, Petula has been paid the following bonuses by Downtown PLC.
Good.
Amount, date of payment, date of entitlement, and in respect of the 6th period ended month.
Good. So just look at it. I don't think you need to read it because of time. The only thing we need to know about bonuses is that bonuses are taxed on the earlier of date of payment or date of entitlement. The last part is irrelevant. The two things you are looking for is date of payment and date of entitlement. They say bonuses are taxed on the earlier of the two. It will come early of the two. Earlier of the two is what we're going to tell us when to tax that particular bonus. So I'm going to write that down so we can remember it. Bonuses, I just say asterisk. Bonuses are taxed on the earlier of the date of payment or date of entitlement. Just to know that, to remember that one, to be clearing, to put it in red, and then come back here. So now let's look at the first one. Date of payment for the first one and date of entitlement for the first one. Which one is earlier? Which is earlier?
1st of April.
Date of entitlement. That's 1st of April 2021. Okay. Which tax year is that date? 1st of April 2021 is which tax year?
2020, 2021.
2021, isn't it? But
yes.
What we are looking for is 2021, 2022, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we will ignore that one. But no, we are not taxing this one in 2021, 2022, because this earlier date, was actually in 2020, 2021. It must have been taxed last year. We are not bringing it this tax year. So you go to the second one too. Date of payment, date of entitlement. Which one is earlier?
Date of entitlement.
Which tax year is that particular date? 1st October 2021.
21-22.
21-22. So it means that we are going to tax this 18,600 this year.
Okay.
The third one, which one is earlier?
Date of entitlement.
1st April 2022. What tax year is that one?
21,
Still 21, 22.
Still 21, 22. That means the second and the third one will be taxed this particular tax year that we're looking at, which is tax year 21, 22. Shall we put it together, people of God? That's how we analyze that, and we come here and say bonuses.
41.
Bracket. Thank you, my sister. God bless you. 600 plus. How much is that? 122, 400. Say the total is what?
41.
41,000. Everybody praise the Lord now.
Note 3.
Go ahead.
During the tax year 21-22, Petula used her private motor car for both private and business journeys. The total mileage driven by Petula throughout the tax year was 26,000 miles, with all of this mileage reimbursed by Downtown PLC at the rate of 60p per mile.
Would they?
However, only 21,000 miles were in the performance of Petula's duties for Downtown PLC.
Simple. That means that is the only 21,000 miles is for business. So what the government said is that the mileage for the business must be reimbursed. If that is reimbursed, we know how we do our statutory mileage, 45 and 25p. We just did one. So we're going to do that one for 21 miles. But this company is a very good company. They reimburse him for both business and private mileage at 60p. So he might have been collecting more than what the government said he should have collected. So we're going to see whether there's a benefit in there or not. So I'll come here and calculate the mileage allowance. Let me just put it by the side and I'll come here and say mileage allowance. Mileage allowance. Or how much mileage did he actually receive? Reimbursement.
For everything, 26,000.
26,000 at 60 pence.
Reimbursement. The reimbursement is 26,000 at 60p.
At 60 pence.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
there you go. People of God.
15,600.
Which is 15,600.
15,600, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
Because of people that will not be here and want to use this Excel, so I need to consider them. If not, they'll be calling me. Afi, how did you get reimbursement? Statutory mileage allowance. Statutory mileage allowance. Mileage allowance would be equals to what?
10,000 times 45p
So we'll
plus.
start with the first one. I say 10,000. That'll be times 45p. Then the remaining one will be equals to 11,000, right? Because it's 21 total.
Yeah.
11,000. Just say yes, I feel he's calling me yes now. That's how people will not let you see wife. You not say that boy is very old. I will just say yes, sir. Come on, Dini. Yes, sir. That long call, that long run you, yes, sir. Say yes, sir. Anyway, culture here, it's taking the yes sir away from me too. I remember those days back home. I'll say yes, sir. It's very odd when anybody, in fact, people we can even fight if you call them yes sir or call them sir. As in, they look as if you are insulting them. You call them yes sir. Why? Like you're respecting them like that. That's not the kind of respect they want. I don't even know whether they believe in respect self or don't more. Okay, so there'll be a taxable benefit here. It's going to be this minus that, minus this. So this would be taxable benefits. Some places you see as like where accessible benefits. So it's a taxable benefit because the company pays him more than what the expenses they should have paid. From government perspective, it should have been paid 7,250, and the company paid him 15,600, meaning that the guy actually, have excess of 8,350. So it's going to pay tax on that one. So taxable benefit.
Sorry, after.
Yeah, go ahead.
The statutory allowance.
Yeah.
The total, 20. Okay. I thought I said 11,000. Okay. Well.
No, 10,000 and 11,000 because total is 21,000 for the business mileage. That's note 3, people of God.
Note 3. Oh, okay, yes, we're done.
No, we're done note 3. We're done with note 3. So we're going to note 4 now, people of God.
Note 4. Petula pays an annual professional subscription of £630, which is relevant to her employment with Downtown PLC. Petula also pays an annual subscription membership fee of £1,840 to a golf club, which she uses to entertain Downtown PLC's clients. Downtown PLC does not reimburse Petula for either of these costs.
Okay, since if they have reimbursed him, then they won't have a problem. Okay, the problem is if they didn't reimburse him, so we'll now check those expenses. Should they deduct them? Should they not deduct them? The rule is that anything that has to be trade subscription, a subscription that you paid because of your business is called a trade subscription. It's allowable for deduction. If it's not a trade subscription, then it is not allowable. I went to a golf course which day and I wanted to register here to start to play golf. I told me I'm going to pay $5,000. Say no problem. $5,000 to play golf. Okay. I see. I kept my money in my bank. I can go and buy stick and ball and play in my house. Stand up, go 5,000. But luckily, I have a friend. I have a business friend. I have a friend that manages a golf course. I think I'm having a meeting with him today, so it's going to give me some free tea time to start playing free. The problem is now to buy the equipment. So let's say this is easy. Trade subscription is an allowable expenditure. So you just come here and say trade subscription. Subscription for the business, have you? Professional. I don't know. I like to call it trade subscription. Sure. Wait, trade subscription. How much was that? 630. And then we have the golf subscription. Golf subscription.
But Hafi, if the subscription is not relevant to that person's job, then it shouldn't be allowable, right?
That's what I mean. Golf subscription is not relevant. We just put 0. You cannot deduct it. Yeah. Because it paid 1,000 something, but you cannot deduct it. Say again?
What if the company reimbursed for this golf? Will it be a benefit?
It will be a benefit now. If they reimburse him. Now. Don't you think it's a benefit? With your training now. At the my judge, aka HMRC.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah, actually, what if the company reimburse him this trade subscription? Are we going to add it or put 0 there in place of?
No. We'll put 0 there. We'll put 0 there. It means that I can't deduct it again. I should put it to our company.
Yes. Put 0.
Now I put 0. It's 0 now.
Okay.
That's right.
For the golf subscription, it's to entertain the company's what's it called? Client.
Customer.
So if she was reimbursed, we wouldn't add it. It's not a benefit to her.
But the golf subscription is not necessary. It's an
It's not
extra.
necessary for the job. It's an extra.
Yeah.
So is it also an extra if the company even pays, like if the company itself has like a subscription with like any of these maybe clubs or something, and as a staff you are automatically entitled?
Those things are actually deducted from your salary without you knowing.
Okay.
Yeah, you will see it there now. Like the benefit is one kind of benefit. They put it somewhere. Anyway, here it's easy because they have code for all those benefits. So all those things you are enjoying doesn't mean it's not deducted from the salary. It's somehow deducted from your salary. It's not totally free, although it might not be the full amount that will be deducted from your salary.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way it actually works in real life.
Okay. Note 5.
So we done with that one. Note 5. Go
During
ahead.
the tax year 21-22, Fetula paid interest of £140 on a personal loan taken out on 6 April 2021 to purchase a computer for sole use in her employment with Downtown PLC.
Okay. Do anybody remember deductible interest when we discussed that in class? Deductible interest. There are 5 of them. We call them deductible interest. That if you pay interest on loan for any of these reasons, then those loans are deductible. 5 of them. Anybody remember? They say loan to something in partnership.
Yes.
Loan to invest in partnership, loan to invest in plant and machinery for the use of the business, loan to buy computer, loan for employee
Invest in
control company.
cooperative.
Yes, invest in cooperative, all those loans. If you pay interest on them, it will be a deductible interest. There are 5 of them. And once in a while, the examiner likes to check whether you know whether it's a deductible interest or not. So loan to get a computer for the job is part of the what do you call it, the deductible interest. So we're going to deduct this one. Deductible interest, I'll just note it. If you want to review that, you can always do. Deductible interest, say interest loan for computer. What do you call it? Interest paid on computer. It's paid on computer for a job. And that is minus 140. It's a deductible interest. You don't need to explain in the exam, just deduct it. You're fine. Probably we give you half or one.
Okay, under which topic do you treat this?
My brother, under income, very first day of income statements. It's going to be in the beginning of income class.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I need to read up this one. I'm just hearing.
How will you remember? Hold on. Let me. How will you remember? When you
I
are
actually
busy,
remember.
when you are busy listening to
Please
class.
resend this note.
Hold on now. How you are busy? When we were coffee, say the husband was sleeping with
So
the
I'm
friend.
not the only
That's
one
what you
here.
are listening to.
Afe, please resend this note. The old one is not
No,
downloading.
resend that.
I
Okay, this one
remember
I've
we wanted to
updated
send
them
it,
so I
but
can
it
send
was
it
not
anyway.
going. Yeah, it was not
Okay.
going that time. We have to split it. So I don't know if it's still the
Please.
same one.
How come mommy share it down? One day you shall not tell me to send my salary. That's the only problem I have.
You
Don't
can
worry,
send
we
that
shall
one
smile.
too.
All of us, we have all passed.
Okay, look at the deductible interest. Can you see?
Yay.
It's on the very first day. Most people don't come on first day now, and I won't go back now.
I came on the first day.
There was so much on that first day.
Ha.
Fact.
Loan to buy plant and machinery for
Bombardment.
employment use. So if you buy anything machinery, so computer is part of plant and machinery, for employment use. So that's why it's deductible. Any of these 5, you say any interest you get on this loan, any interest you paid on this loan to invest on this one must be deductible.
Oh yeah, Afe, help us send it now. This one is week 1. There's one for week 6 that contain everything together.
That one is too big. It couldn't go. Even if I send it now, it won't go. They say there's a limit on the level of the how big that it is. That's why it's not going. So I'm not even sure whether I can even email it, but I'll try again. That's that on that.
Note.
Or do you guys want to screenshot that part? Do you want to screenshot it? Do you want to screenshot it? these guys. Is that not this? Look at it now. Look at it. Graduate age $2,005. Oh, golf me annual dues. Go me by how much are they selling goat meat? 5,000.
Now, sorry.
Spend
Bring
this
your
money.
Spend this dollar. Don't bring your Nigeria mentality there.
Don't carry Nigeria mentality there, Afe.
My brother, my
By
sister.
any dollar, spend dollar.
I say it's
How can
summertime.
we play
I'll
golf
just
in your
go.
house?
I'll go to the patio now
You can't be
and
taking
do
on
as
your
soon
glass inside the house.
as soon I'll be listening to Burna Boy. I'll be sipping juice by my Jasmine. I'll call the boys. We'll be gisting about basketball and soccer. I'll go and get the fire. How much is a whole goat? A whole goat is $300. A whole goat. Goat only.
Is it in dollars or you have converted naira to dollars?
No, $300 now. $300. That's how much they sell a whole goat. A whole cow is $800. A whole cow is $800.
Or you want to play golf?
Habesha will not be importing cow from you, right?
And golf is 5,000. When a cow is 800, golf is 5,000. Choose wisely.
Can you use cloth to eat goat?
Oh yeah, Milenu. A whole I can't finish a cow in a year. That's $800 subscription. If I put in golf, I can't even go every day to go and play the golf, and I'll pay 5,000. And people are telling me I should spend money. So I should just spend money wisely. How will I not have money?
Even the dollar you are calling is on the higher side now. The $800 should be around 480,000 now. We back cow up to 480,000.
Can you see? Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is 460 or 470. I don't know how much they sell in the US. Next one, where are we?
Next one,
6. No 6.
Each tax year since 6 April 2014.
People should be stopping me when I'm gisting. No, I can gist from now to date. Just every time I want to gist, just say, "Okay, let's continue." Not 6.
Don't gist too much. Let's concentrate.
Yeah.
Downtown PLC has contributed £25,000 into the company's HMRC's registered occupational pension scheme on Petula's behalf. Petula has never personally made any pension contributions, and her adjusted income in all tax years prior to 2021-22 never exceeded 150,000.
50,000. Okay, all right. So what do we do with that information? There are two kind of pension contribution. We have the personal pension contribution, and we also have what we call the occupational pension contribution. And I mentioned how to treat them. If you have occupational pension contribution, we deduct it. That is if it is the employee that is actually paying that. But if it's employer that is paying his own portion, the employer will deduct it when it's calculating his trading profit. So what we're looking at here is the employee. The employee did not pay any occupational pension, so we are not deducting anything for occupational pension. The part that the employer is paying, we say it's not a taxable benefit. The part of occupational pension paid by employee is not a taxable benefit. It's an exempt benefit. And one thing why the employer is happy to pay it is because when they are calculating their own corporation tax, they will be able to deduct it from there. Two things I'm going to note here. Firstly, number one, occupational pension contribution employers occupational pension contribution is exempt benefit. Then we know that the employee, I'll just say employee occupational pension contribution. Employee occupational pension contribution is deducted. Non-savings income. Non-savings. So let's say occupational pension, it didn't deduct anything, just for us to remember, I can put 0 there. Why are we not putting the employer one? The employer one is always an exempt benefit, so we don't need to do anything with that. If we are told that the employer, what's the name of the guy, Petula, contributed 1,000, then I'll have said minus 1,000, but he didn't contribute anything. So he contributed 0, so we're going to put 0 in there.
Okay. So we're done now with that one.
Yeah, we're done with that one. Simple as that. I think there's still other thing we need to discuss on that pension when we get to the B part of the question. But for this particular calculation, no, we don't need it any longer. We might come later. We want to do the B part.
Note 7. Petula owns a freehold house which was let out furnished throughout the tax year 21-22. The total amount of the rent received during the tax year was £12,000.
Good. Do you want me to analyze that already? So here we are looking for, what do you call that in property income, right? I can go down and just say property income, working on property income calculation. It's easy. Rental income, egole, 12,000, right?
12,000.
Kasiwaju read on.
Oh, okay. Sure. During August.
So hold on. You don't understand Yoruba. You sounds like one.
Yoruba. Actually.
Okay, all right, but you don't understand Yoruba. It happens. Most people I know too here don't understand Yoruba, but they are Yoruba. During August
2021, Petula purchased a new washer dryer for the property at a cost of £730.
Simple. When you purchase a new, equipment for your property, it is not deductible. The only time it's deductible is when you have a replacement cost. Replacement means that you remove that one and you replace it. Replacement cost is allowable, but the initial cost of equipment in the house or property equipment is not allowable. I'm going to write that down later, that one, but continue reading that one. So we're going to ignore the 730. Go ahead.
This was a replacement for an old washing machine which was scrapped with new proceeds. The cost of a similar washing machine would have been $420.
Okay, good. Yeah, so is a replacement cost. That means we'll have deducted 730. But the big challenge is that replacement cost, the rule says it must be exactly the same as the old one. You now see this guy. He was using washing machine before, but now he replaces it with washer dryer, meaning that it will wash and dry. Is it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. That is the problem. So the examiner will now give us the amount he will have spent if you want to buy the exact one that is replacing. How much is that one? 420. Which replacement cost do you think we should take out now? 430 or 730 or 420?
420.
420, because that is actually that will have been the exact amount of that replacement cost. So say replacement cost.
Yes, because ideally the dryer will now be the essence of the 420. We want to split it.
All these ones now serious confusion here and there.
What you call
Lego minus 420, right?
That's the cause confusion up and down. And under exam tension, you just be.
Is that 430 or 420?
Is it 420? 420, thank you. Yeah, 420, not 430. Minus 420. Let's do it. Yeah. Next, continue.
During November 2021, Petula purchased a new dishwasher for the property at a cost of $580.
What do we do? What do we do with that? Okay, continue. The property did not. The
The
property did not
did not
previously
previously have a
a
dishwasher.
dishwasher, so it's new. So it's an initial investment. It must be ignored. We can't take
We
that.
ignore
We
it.
only say only replacement cost is allowable. So what do you call that thing again? Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
All these people that will be shouting, my husband is not helping me to wash plates. What is that? Can you get a dishwasher? How much is that shit? Just put in a dishwasher. Yeah.
Hello.
Who is not helping you? I don't like it when you say someone was telling me, so go buy a dishwasher. How much does it cost? Just ask the children. Yeah, load it. They'll help you load it. That's it.
The other
Don't come and kill your husband.
Continue. Okay,
Thank you. Go. Just go ahead.
Expenditure on the property for the tax year 21-22 amounted to 1,640, and all of this is allowable.
So we're going to just deduct 1,640. That's what we're going to do. So I'll just come here and say allowable expenditure, right?
Yes, sir. 1,640.
1,640, and then come on here. You can do all that, and that give me this. People of God, that is the property income, profit.
Okay. Note 8. During the tax year,
They're now rushing us now, so we'll not write this thing in this space. Property income.
Oh, sorry, I know. I saw that answer already. I thought that was
profit. Yeah, no, we have to bring it there. That's working now, Shay. What we have there is 9940. 9940. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's go to the next one now.
Note 8. During the tax year 21-22, Petula rented out one furnished room of her main residence. During the year, she received rent of 8,900 and incurred allowable expenditure of 2,890 in respect of the room. Petula always uses the most favorable basis as regards the tax treatment of the furnished room.
Okay, so the furnished room, say you can use the normal basis or you can use the rented room basis. So we're going to look at the two and see which one is beneficial to Petula. What is the normal basis for this guy? Normal basis means that you have to look for the income minus expenses. Normal basis. Normal. For rental will be cost to rent profit. Profit to be equals to what is the income is having in that?
8,900.
900. What are the expenses for that?
2,890.
2,890. Oh, shit. We'll calculate it. See, how did you get that? Give it to me now. That's it. So that's the first one. So we'll do the rent a room basis too as well. That's the normal basis. Rent a room. Anybody remember the rent a room basis? You said you only
higher of 7.5.
7.5. If it's less than 7.5, then you don't tax it. Then if it's more than 7.5, you tax the excess of 7.5. So we say the rent profit for normal basis, for rental room basis, equals to. So I should not explain again because you don't understand that now. I am 7.5 for me. D, give it to them. Oh yeah. Yeah. Which one is most favorable for
1.4 rent a room?
For 1.4, so just rent a room because it's going to pay less tax on that one. So instead, going to use rent a room. $1,400. Give it to them. That's it. If we don't give them, how will they take it?
They won't take it though.
You have to give them. Okay. 9.
On 1st July 2021.
Oh, it's calling
that 7.5 is standard, Abby.
Yeah, standard, please. It's standard. Go ahead.
On 1st July 2021, Petula purchased £250,000 nominal value of gilts, paying interest at the rate of 3% for £300,000. Interest is paid half yearly on 30th June and 31st December based on the nominal value. Petula sold the gilts on 31st October 2021 for $302,500, including accrued interest.
So we have to look for the accrued interest, and the accrued interest is always taxable, and there's a way we always calculate the accrued interest. The accrued, first thing we need to identify is that when did they purchase it, when did they sell it? It sold in October, it purchased in July. How many months did he hold the what do you call it, gilt? He held the gilt for how many months? July
4
to
months.
October 30,
About 9
4 months. Hey?
4
July
months.
2021. How did you get 9 months?
Okay.
4 months will be
Sorry about that.
okay for, yeah. It's okay, yeah. Say interest. Interest and on guilt. Or sometimes I always call the accrued interest from what we did in class, call the accrued interest. Accrued interest, they go there. Oh, what are you doing? I can put it here. The stuff is 250. We multiply by how much interest was it? 3%. For how many months? 4 months. 4 divided by 12. $250. Oh, instead of, I think I'm writing 25,000. Although this is always under what they call that thing again, under savings income. So if this is actually non-savings income, I think I should separate as a non-savings. They asked me that. This result was it's what to note. And this is savings. Any interest and is savings income. So interest in here. Total income. Total income equally. It's going to be some. And personal allowance.
Happy, sorry, I'm confused with this accrued interest. So is it only 2.5 that we are I don't understand.
No, hold on. Do you understand how we calculated it?
Yes, I understand how we calculated it.
Okay, I'll go ahead with the question.
So are you saying that's the only part that comes into the calculation?
Yes, the accrued income is what comes into the calculation. See, he has sold it, but that interest one was earned. The logic is that when you sell it to that person, that gilt, it means that you sold it because the person is going to collect the interest. So that interest has been factored into the sale price. You sold it for 302, 50 something. I've forgotten how much you sold.
Yes.
So when he's selling it, since he cannot collect the interest from the government only pay interest when? Look at the question. Government paid interest when?
June
30th of June. That means when they purchase it, they are paid the interest. The next time they are paying interest is when? December. Who will collect the interest?
The other person.
So do you think when he's selling it to collect this amount from the other person, will it have factored in the interest?
Oh, I see.
If you look at the amount he collected, if you use your eye to look at it, can you see the interest he collected? He has put it there already.
Yes.
Can you see the interest? Can you see the interest? So because guilt now is what do you think we should do to that interest that he has earned?
Tax it.
My sister, you will start working for HMRC.
Can they pay my money? Can they afford me?
We afford you pounds, my sister, just that the coin will collect half of it
How?
from taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Gossip,
We
gossip
can afford anybody as we are. What are you talking about now? We are paying some people 500,000, 250,000 per week. How much do you want to collect? Do you know how much the footballers are collecting? I think that is all about it. So taxable income is going to be cost how much? We can, where's my, we can say personal allowance is going to be 0, isn't it? Taxable.
Yes, personal allowance will be 0.
Yeah, taxable income, you can put the 2 of them together. And this is going to be cost to. Then I later.
Hi, Hafi. Please, can I see how you got the room?
Rent a room.
Yes, please.
That's a rented room. You see, 8,900 minus 75. 75 is a constant amount. For rent a room analysis, you only pay tax on the excess of 7,500.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Wait, though, what if it's 2 rooms? Then rent 2 rooms.
Yes, if it's 2 rooms, it's the same thing. It's possible because you could have a 3-bedroom flat and then you rent out 2. I always make that analogy. If you are a new couple, husband and wife, and you rent 3-bedroom flat, and you know you want to be sleeping with your husband, but some people cannot see wife room, husband room. They will not be testing who. The wife will always want to be with the husband. Most of them, they are newly wedded, so they will stay in that one. The remaining 2 room in the 3-bedroom flat, what will they be doing with it? It's just there. Nobody's using it. So if they come together, they can say, okay, let's go to Unilag and bring in 2 Unilag girls to be using the 2 different rooms, and we collect rent from them. Is that not a palatable option?
Yes, that was scattered in marriage.
Why 2 Unilag girl?
Because you are in Lagos. If you are in Oshu, I would have said, OAU girls. What do you want me to say now? So if what we are going to do is to say your total receipts, how much did you collect on the both room? We compare it with 7.5. It's not because of you it's not because of one room that we say 7.5. It's because of you, one person that owned the house that we say 7.5. So for every individual, it's 7.75. Even if you rent the 3-room out, it's 7.5. Be part of the question. Let's do it.
Okay, B part. Advise Petula of the total amount of her unused pension allowance, annual allowances, which are available to carry forward to the tax year 22-23.
Carry forward to Advise Petula of the total amount of our unused pension allowance which are available to carry forward for the tax year. This one and that one. Okay, no problem. Let's look at that pension. Did he put anything into pension for that year? Where's that place that we were talking about pension the other time? Downtown has contributed
6.
4, 5. Look at that 6 years. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do we do with this one? But so for tax year 2020, 2021, No, 2021, 2022 is the current one, right? But we want to see how much it's going to have before we move on. Tax year 2022, 2021, the unused allowance is going to have, is it going to have anything in that one self? Because now it's going to have, okay, for 2021, 2022, it can carry over the last 3 years. So look at the last 3 years. For 2021, 2022, the last 3 years will be 2020, 21. So you can carry forward last 3 years. And that's going to be 2019 slash 2019 slash 20, and the last one will be 2018 slash 19. Unused allowance for each of these one that can be carried forward will be how much?
40, 40.
Yeah, it's 40, but you know that the company is paying 25. So how much will be remaining? Because the unused allowance is actually the amount you contributed
Oh,
plus
okay,
the amount the company contributed. So each year will be how much now?
25. So carry forward will be 15.
Carry forward will be 15, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what can be carried forward is 40,000 minus employer contribution minus employee contribution.
You are correct, 100%.
Oh, I thought it was only minus employee.
No, plus employer contribution. That's what can
Why?
be carried forward.
Why?
Because that's part of the limit too. Now. The total limit 40 is how much you contributed and how much your employer contributed. That's the rule. It's the total of the two.
I've been using employee contribution alone.
Because most of the time they are not giving. Yeah, it will be correct because most of the time you don't see the information about how much the employer contributed on F6. Hardly will you see it. So you see that you'll be getting it right because you will not get, hardly did they give you information about how much the employer contributed. Is that all right?
Yes, sir. So that's 15, 15, 15.
That should be 15, 15, 15, 15.
No, but the question, okay. But the question said to 20 for the carried to.
Yeah, when we analyze 2021, we'll see how much is remaining, then we'll now carry those ones forward.
Okay.
Yeah. For 15 minutes. So this will be 15,000. See, why am I doing like that? I should put 15,000 here and do Control D instead of typing. Am I in secondary school? Come on, let's do that. But you know that this particular year, the company to also help him to contribute 25,000 again, isn't it? Can you remember? They are contributing 25,000 every year. People of God. Let me put this one.
Yes,
People of God, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Did you understand how we get this 15? Did you understand how we get this 15? 40 minus 25. You have answered the question yourself. Is it 40 minus employee and employer? I have said yes. Why are you still people gloomy? You should be happy. Actually, I've answered it. You are right. That is the right thing. If you don't know before, now you know. If you are in my generation, you will listen to Biggie. Biggie said, if you don't know, now you know. Now you know. Yeah. No, that one is not. That is not Biggie. It's not Biggie that sang that one. That's Heavy D. SB song. Show your love. They call it. At the time, if that thing is not playing, party has not started. So the only thing that we need to look at very well is that in year 2021, 2022, the company now go and pay 25 on behalf of that person again. We'll now ask the teller who send you. But what is the limit that he has in this year? 4,000. Do anybody believe that? It's not 40 that it's supposed to have. It's supposed to have 4,000 that year. Can you remember?
No, why?
But she didn't get more than 312.
4,000.
Okay, don't worry. I'll come to that one. If you understand this 15, 15, 15, then we are good. This 25 now, what now happened to it? 25 that he paid that year. We will say for him not to pay for this particular 25 now cannot be reduced by any allowance this year, because this year he actually qualified for 4,000. You have to use this year first. 4,000. How do we know he qualified? He qualified for 4,000. Anybody remember 4,000 qualification?
Yeah, that's the minimum benchmark.
That's the minimum benchmark. When your income is more up to what?
Up 312.
312. When your income is more than 312, then you don't have waste by pension. Yeah. Let's pension. Let's look for pension to remind them. Okay, there you go. People of God, can you see? If it is less than 150, do you know the reason why the examiner told us that for the previous years, his income is no more than 150? If it's not more, it's never more than 150, means that the guy will qualify for the amount of how much? 40,000. But now that we have calculated his income for this year, the income is more than 312. So the maximum he can get is actually what? 4,000. Instead of 40,000 that he was doing that last year, he will be doing what? 4,000. He will be having 4,000. But the employer has helped him to pay 25,000 again that year. So we now say this will reduce all his unused allowance. So we'll say, okay, 4,000 minus 25. What would that give? Was that not 21?
Yes, 21.
21.
Yeah,
Yes.
21.
After you take out the limit for the next year, then you have to go and take out the earliest year. You still have 21. That 21 will clean up this one too as well, the one for 2018, 2019. So that would be 21 minus 15 will give us what?
6,000 left.
6,000, right?
6,000 left.
6,000.
Yeah.
If you take 6,000 out of this one, how much will it be remaining?
11. 9.
Careful, 9,000.
9,000.
So we'll take this one out as well. It remains 9,000. Out of all these things now, how much do you think he can carry over? He has not used this one. He can carry it over, isn't it? Then he can carry 9,000 that is unused here to over.
20,
So total amount that he can carry to the
24,000.
next year is 24,000.
24,000.
I will explain it. Don't worry, I will explain it. But that is the way we just could analyze it bit by bit. That's a carried over allowance. Pension allowance carried to pension allowance carry forward to 2022-23 will be equals to 15,000 plus 9,000. That is the equally we are looking for. The rule says you can carry forward the last 3 years unused allowance, but if you must use it, you must use the current year first. Then you now start with the earliest year, and because you know that for 2021, for 2022, 2023, the last 3 years will now start from 2019, 20. But 2019, the thing it has the only 9,000 is remaining. 2020, 2021, only 15 is remaining. 2021, 2022, nothing is remaining. So you can carry forward only 15 plus 9, and that will give us 24,000.
Hello, Happy.
Hello, I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I still have another pension that we're going to look at. So I think there's another pension on that, John. We look at that pension again, we try to analyze it and see how it goes. But we start John and let's see what we're going to get to before 9. People of God.
Okay.
Can I use the washroom? Just a minute. Let me just use the washroom and I'll be back in a minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. That's this deal. Yeah, my glasses. Let's do it. Okay. Left. I'm with you now. Hello? Hello, 1, 2, 3. People of God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can hear you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, please, let's go ahead.
John.
Go, John.
John is employed by Self PLC.
Okay.
The following information is available for the tax year 21-22. Let me read the requirements first. Required. Calculate John's income tax liability for the tax year 21-22 and state 3 tax advantages of a rental property qualifying as a trade under the furnished holiday letting rules.
Good. So we should do this one like the other one. So you read the first one, then we'll treat it, right? Yeah, okay, good. Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Note 1. During the tax year 21-22, John was promoted and paid gross remuneration of 328,318. In each of the tax years 18, 19, 19, 20, and 2021, his adjusted income was below 150,000.
Okay, all right, that's for pension purposes. So we're not going to do anything on that one. We're just trying to tell us that, oh, sorry, this is a PDF. I wanted to put a space here. It's just trying to tell us that, okay, the guy will qualify for 40,000. Do you understand? So in the current year, it's just close to the other one we saw, which is Petula. In the current year, you see that the maximum pension he will get will also be 4,000. Is it it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Stop saying yes sir for me. I'm not. Am I asking you out? So which one is yes sir? Because when you're asking someone out and they want to say no, they'll not be saying yes sir. I think we don't say yes sir for here. Let's say yes, Hafe. My name is Hafe. John
Yes,
income tax liability for the tax year 2021. Yeah, so John income tax liability. John's income tax liability. Tax liability. What are you doing? Yeah. 22, right? 22. First thing we have is salary, right? Salary. How much is salary? They are collecting big money. How much is salary, people of God?
328.
328.
318.
318. Although this thing is an auto save, but I don't know why I don't trust it. I should always stay safe. Nigerian mentality. Anyway, it's not Nigerian, it's double authentication factor. You save by yourself, you save it twice. It's called double authentication factor. 2. Let's go.
During the tax year 21-22, John contributed £18,000 into Soft's PLC occupational pension scheme.
Mm-hmm.
The company contributed a further £12,000 on his behalf. Both John and Surf PLC have made exactly the same contributions for the previous 5 tax years.
Which one are we going to deduct now from the calculation?
John's.
How much?
18,000.
How much? 18,000. You see, the employer contribution is just for us to see whether it still has a limit or not. But the real deduction from our example must only be from what the employee. And that's what I did in the other one. So I put employee contribution 0 because we were told that he didn't contribute anything, just for us to remember. Then I'm going to write there too that the employer contribution is always an exempt benefit. Do you understand? That's why we're not going to add that to. So those are the function of both, but you must add the two together to see whether the person still have a, what do you call that thing again? Unused allowance or not. So I can just go here and say, John contribution, employee, occupational pension contribution, goalie, minus 18,000. Then I can note here and say employer occupational pension contribution, exempt benefit and commissioner. Also booking exempt benefit. Give it to them. That's it. So very close to what we've done in Petula one. So it's good. So we'll go to the third one.
Third one.
Yeah.
During 2018, Surf PLC provided John with a loan which was used to purchase a yacht. The amount of loan outstanding at 6 April 2021 was 84,000. John repaid £12,000 of the loan on 31st July 2021 and then repaid a further £12,000 on 31 December 2021. He paid loan interest of £90 to Surf PLC during the tax year 21-22. The taxable benefit in respect of this loan is calculated using the average method.
Okay, average method is easy. Average method said if you want to calculate the beneficial loan interest, you have to use the average method, which means that amount outstanding at the beginning of the tax year and amount outstanding at the end of the tax year. Using the average method, beneficial loan. So we just quickly go through that and say, now I want to look for beneficial loan. Yeah, loan, since the loan is more than 10,000, so that's the beneficial loan method. Average capital is what we're first going to look for. Average capital equals to what? Equals to how much is outstanding at the beginning of the tax year? What was outstanding?
4,000.
84,000.
Outstanding at the end of the tax year. He paid how much?
60,000.
You paid 24.
He paid 24. So we're going to use 80,000 minus 24, right?
Yeah.
That'll be in brackets 84,000 minus 64,000. Come on now, give space.
24.
24.
Minus 24, sorry. Minus 24,000. Minus 24,000. Everything divided by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm just going to put underlined divided by 2. Good. What would that give us? That will be equals to 84,000. 60,000, you call it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Divided by 2.
14.
So everything will be equals to what? Equals to, is that 84?
72,000.
Okay, the brackets. I do board mass. Let's use board mass. Huh? Remember when I said, when I understand that board mass, you think I've known what the mass is. Board mass, brackets. Multiply by the interest, people of God. Times
2%.
Board mass.
Which
You
will
don't
be
know that you
equal
have not studied mass at all. Until we just started. What do you call that thing? Engineering school. Engineering school show us paper. Never Stokes theory. Why?
It's equation.
You joke. Lagrange multiplier. What are you talking about? Embrace Nima. Calculate real mathematics in line equals to 72 times 2.
I can link it now. That is at coding.
I should do what?
Link it so that when we are going through it.
I should link this one, right? No, but that's not the final answer. Because we are going to deduct the amount he actually paid, isn't it?
Yes,
I'll link it.
just
Don't worry, I'll link it. Don't worry, I'll just link it. Anything for the boys. I'll do it, don't worry. Since I've migrated from Manchester to Real Madrid now, so what can I do?
Okay, why now?
Economy, bad.
Things are changing now.
Because of Ten Hag. They were first beat by you for like 2 years before Ten Hag even know what is going on. You know, shit, everybody. You know, good on it. First to sum. We're going to add that together to get our final answer. To them. Yeah, that's it. So beneficial loan. Make my link here. Link on. Yeah, give it to them. That's it. We're done with beneficial loan.
Sorry, I feel minus 90. How? Like, I'm confused at that.
Interest that he paid. This is the interest, official interest rate. The amount of interest that he's supposed to pay using the average method is 1,440. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But are we told that he paid any interest on that loan at all to the company? Let's check. No, how can you say no without checking? She's my sister of God. Can you check? He paid loan interest of, can you say anything?
Yeah.
Loan interest of how much did he pay to the company?
Sorry. I can't see it yet.
Can you see my screen?
Okay, yes, loan interest of 90 to solve.
To solve. How much loan interest does he supposed to pay on that loan? Assuming he went to the bank to collect the loan, he would have paid how much? 1,440.
Okay.
But because he's an employee, the company asked him to pay how much interest? 90. Has he benefited in any way?
Yes.
Sister that is asking me a question, I asked her a question, they will not answer me. Has he benefited in any way?
Yes, he has. He paid less.
Can you see the benefit is 1,350?
Yes.
Can you see the reason we are taxing that benefit? Oh, the benefits
Yes,
come out genuine. Why will you benefit and will not chop inside? That is the function and the job of the coin, to eat part of your money. People of God, note 4.
Note 4. During the
Go ahead.
tax year 21-22, John made personal pension contributions up to the maximum amount of available annual allowances, including any unused amounts brought forward from previous years. These contributions were in addition to the contribution he made to SOP's PLC Occupational Pension Scheme. See Note 2. John has not made any personal contributions in previous tax years.
Okay, no problem. He made a contribution, said he made maximum amount available on annual contribution. Now we're going to look at that anyway. What do we do with personal pension contribution? We don't deduct it. We only use it to extend the band, isn't it? We look for the gross value. We use to extend the band before we do our calculation. So when we are about to do the calculation, we come to Note 4 again, look for the value and use it to extend our band. Let's quickly finish up 5, then I'll come to 4 to fix it up. Since I know that the two pension we have is occupational pension and personal pension. Occupational pension, you deduct it straight away from your calculation. Personal pension, you don't deduct it. You use it to extend your band. Do you understand? You use it to extend your band, and sometimes you also use it to calculate your adjusted net income. And we'll look at that and talk about that when we're about to calculate our income tax liability. But let's go to 5, then we'll come back to that since we know that we're not deducting this one straight away.
Okay.
Note 5.
5. John owns a holiday cottage, which is let out as a furnished holiday letting, although the letting does not qualify as a trade under the furnished holiday letting rules. The property business profit for the year ended 5th April 2022 was 14,855 before taking into account interest and 1,875 paid to a letting agent. John paid loan interest of 7.5 for the year in respect of a loan to buy this property.
So let's take it one at a. How much was it they have? Furnished holiday letting, he has business profit of how much? 8,449. That one we don't even need to use any big calculation now. Furnished property business income, property business profit. That will be equals to how much was the total income he has for that furnished holiday letting? It has 14. 14,855. That'll be 14,855 minus how much was the expenses? 1875.
1875.
Yeah, 1875. 1875. So I can put equals to and get the answer out. Who knows what we're going to do with this guy? Interest is paid on the property. 75. What do we do with it? Can you remember finance cost?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you treat finance cost?
Multiply by 20%.
Multiplied by 20%. That is a tax reducer. So
As a
first thing is
tax
that you must first calculate your income tax liability before you deduct that particular one. So we'll come back to 75. Now let's go to the pension to see how much personal pension he has so that we can actually How much personal pension it has so that we can actually, what do you put that in again?
Deduct it as well.
So that we can actually deduct as an allowance. Say again?
I thought you to say personal pension is to expand. Is to expand the band.
Yeah, personal pension is to extend the band. Yeah, so we need to go and look for how much personal pension are we supposed to have now so we can extend the band. The personal pension contributed is up to the maximum amount available allowance. So let's go and see. Can we calculate the personal pension allowable allowance? Personal pension allowance. For the tax year 2021, 22. We'll look at what are those 3 years again? We'll look at amount available for the current year, 2021, 2021 slash 22. The 3 previous year before that year will now be 2020 slash 21, and then 2019 to 20. The last one will not be 2018-19. Since it is actually what do you call it? We're told that the income for that year for the guy is always less than 150, so the guy should qualify for 40,000 for each year. 40,000 each year. How much will you qualify for this year? 380 cover, so it's going to qualify for 4,000, just like we have that here. How much was it contribution? Both employee and employer contribution is how much each year?
30.
Was it 30?
30, yes. If the
Yes, just 30, yes.
they contributed 18.
How much do you call it? 18 plus 12, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
18 plus 12, so 30. So each year means that unused will be how much? 10, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Unused will be 10 each year.
But
But this
this year,
particular year, he has 4,000. He now contributed how much? 30 again for occupational pension. People of God, can you see the Otikobare now? Can you see that this 30 will now clear out all the things that he has before, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
This 30, this 30 will take out all this 30 out. We will take all this 30 out. So the maximum that is going to be available that year will definitely be 4,000. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when 4,000, so if it's 4,000 that is maximum that's available, so it means that John will contribute. John will contribute 4,000. I don't know. I have to use the question. 4,000 on his personal pension in your money. Personal pension. How much would that now be? So we say the basic band will be extended. Basic band that's going to be 37,700. We'll add 4,000 to it without thinking twice. What will that give us? Higher band. Higher band will be
So
150.
this 4,000 is like the gross figure, right? We don't need to gross up.
Yes, we don't know. Yeah, of course. Even if 40,000 is gross value. Yeah.
Okay.
154,000. They are gross value, so we don't gross it again. Then after that, we always use that your personal pension calculator adjusted adjusted net income. Even with the adjusted net income, 300,000 cannot come down to anything. We have to remove zero. See what I shape. Let me see if you can put this thing together to total income. Total income. Yeah. Wa lokolodo. Okay. Sorry, ètò àràǹbádà. I miss Nigeria. I tell you, I can't wait.
Come home, Afi.
My brother, coming. I want the election to be over. You know, these election people, they can use one to sacrifice like anything. You trust them. Taxable income 324,648. That's good. And this is going to be income tax liability. Now, income tax liability. I need to quickly do this. Okay. We have extended the band, so the new basic band will be 41,700. So this one is going to be 41,700 times 20%, right?
Oh, half it is the personal pension contribution that we use to extend the band.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I've gone to
The
use
occupational pension is deducted. Personal pension is used to deduct it to extend the band.
Okay. But do we need to gross it up?
No, because the value we have here, this 40, they actually gross value, so you don't need to gross it up again. Except the examiner tell you, examiner give you a figure and it's net. That's when we gross it up. Okay. So we don't gross this one up because the 40,000 is the gross value, the 4,000 is the gross value. So we said that the guy is going to actually contribute 4,000. 4,000 gross value, that's what we mean. So 4,000 gross value means that the actual amount we pay will be less than 20%.
Okay.
So after that, we're going to say this one should be 154, right? How much is that? 154,000. 41,700. We multiply by 40%, I mean. 40%. Gross, then it's going to be times, and then we look at equals. So for the girls, let's go. And then the last one, how much is the taxable income again? 32. So just come in and say this is going to be 324,648 minus how much now? 154. 1, 2, 3. Everything multiplied by 45%, right? 5%. Just remove this times and put it in this one, and then this should be possible. That will be possible.
Okay.
Yeah, with you.
Sorry, I lost connection when you were doing this pension allowance, personal pension allowance.
So I should not go again, Abby.
No, no.
Because I don't know what you are trying to tell me now.
Wait.
If I'm not doing it, finance cost. If I'm not doing it again and you lost connection again, you come back and say I lost connection again. I should start again. I lost connection, but not jump.
No,
My brother
no,
and
no.
even me, I'm losing connection now. 20%. Lost connection. Which network are you using that you're losing connection? Are you using Glow?
No, I'm not using no.
So what
Maybe
are you using?
When the break starts, you.
Me, I will not go and eat. I will not sleep.
No, no.
I've come to this. I've come to this world to work. Onishe. I see. To them, if you don't give them, how will they take it? Yeah, so called income tax liability. Somebody in the class when we are what do you call this? When we are on break, let me explain the pension to him. See the pension here. Somebody will explain to you. Oh, yeah, look at it.
No, how is it zero?
Okay, how is it, Kenny?
Zero.
Pension allowance, personal allowance. How is personal allowance zero?
No, the pension allowance.
Where do you see pension allowance that is zero? Could the pension allowance? Where show me pension allowance that is zero. Zero, how is it zero? Baba, calm down first. Calm down from network failure. When you calm, we'll now resolve the issue. People of God, any question? Let's go on break. We go on break 15 minutes. When we'll get back, we continue with John. We'll finish John, and then we'll go to the next two questions that's remaining. Hello, people of God.
Why don't we finish John before we go on break?
No, we have to go on break. We're supposed to go on break by 9, and I have to delay it to 9:15 or 9:11 now. So we'll come back. Don't worry, because I know when we'll come back, people will still drag me to John and say they want to ask question. It's experience. If I say I finish John and I'll go on break, we'll not come back and I'll still tell you, I see that John. How did we get? Our break starts now. See you guys in 15 minutes. Thank you. Let me put this thing on the mute. Relax a bit. Oh my God. Come on, man. No, let's get your pass. Give me. You trim it up. Let's give it that. What else you want? What else you want from us? Pick up me. Tools. Yeah, getting me.
I have not done this because I have my hand to work.
Actually, areas such as Dorothy, example, that you life respectively. First, this should not happen while we are being paid to protect our property. That gives us the advantage. That gives us the influence. Went ahead, irrespective of jurisdiction. With the leadership of and directive of the Commissioner of Police, we're able to grant and post this grant. The trial of Ibrahim Abdullahi, Hamisu Iman, and Amir Abdullahi were also caught on camera Tuesday night as they broke into the house of a senior military officer. That way, it is said, to other valuables. The command's PRO, DSP just finally advise residents. So your blood pressure is through the roof, and you want to know a way to bring down your blood pressure quickly and safely. This method I'm about to introduce you to is simple, natural, and best of all, it's free. You do this in the comfort of your own home, and it simply requires you to get out of the weight on your body. So what method am I talking about? I'm talking about fasting. Water-only fasting is a surefire way to lower your blood pressure safely and quickly. Fast, the body conserves its energy from digestion and utilizes it for healing. The pulse goes down, your blood pressure drops, and your body also eliminates excess toxins. It's important to adopt health promoting practices after fasting, because if you go back to the same lifestyle that caused your high blood pressure, the issue is simply going to return. Click the link in my bio to access some free tools to help you control and eliminate your high blood pressure. So just because you don't require a lot in order to be happy doesn't mean you deserve only the bare minimum. Your brain come for what did the gay guy say? That's what he tell me. Chinese grocery store? It's a stew. Walk in there, there's just a frog jumping from one aisle to the other. There's a piece of fish still flopping around the floor. Half the place is an aquarium. I don't know why you ever pay for your kids to go to SeaWorld when you stay with the Range 99 for free. Have you guys been to the Chinese grocery store? That wasn't. That wasn't. The pizza wasn't. That wasn't. That wasn't. The pizza It's a blessing. Let's start.
Have you ever been around people who have way more than you? They don't even like you. They're in higher positions, have more money, have a greater advantage. They can't stand you. And you're asking yourself, what the heck did I do? That's when you know that there's a blessing with it. Because they see something in you that you don't even see in yourself. So it's not what you